Okay, guys, happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing great today. I wanted to get out this quick video because I think that I've spoken to a few of you over the last few days about sponsoring. And I think that it would be beneficial to everyone if I can give a few tips on that. So, we have a pretty young team, and a lot of you have never done direct sales before, which is great. But I know that sponsoring is one of those things that's just super uncomfortable for anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Am the same way. Um, but one of the things that has really helped me out the most is getting past the one key thing, which is taking it personally. So often I think that what holds us back is fear of rejection, right? Nobody wants to be told no, that they're not interested in what you have to say. But if you can move past this, you will find that you will be so much more willing to go out and share the opportunity because you'll realize that if somebody says no, they're not saying no because they don't like you or they think you are an annoying person or any of those things. People say no for their own personal reasons. They may not find that they're ready for it to fit into their life. They may flat out just not be interested in selling something. Um, or they might be afraid of failure themselves, which is probably one of the biggest things that holds people back. But I want you to remember that you wouldn't be here if somebody didn't offer you the opportunity as well. And aren't you happy that they did? You have to think of it like that. So getting past taking it personally and just realizing that you're actually giving somebody the gift of an incredible opportunity. And then if they say no, they say no. So what? Move on to the next person. It does not mean that they don't like you. Um, when offering the opportunity to people, one of the biggest things to do is keep it simple. Very often, we're so passionate and so excited about everything that Beautycounter has to offer that we tend to give too much information to people. So we're all in their face. Oh my gosh, you have to hear about the mission and you have to hear about how amazing these products are and you have to hear about what we're doing in DC, blah, 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 blah. Stop, take a minute, take a breath, realize that if somebody approached you that way, you would probably go like this, like way overstimulated. You lost me after the first couple sentences. Um, so think about the way that you would want somebody to approach you and do it the same way when you're approaching somebody else. Keeping it simple. Listening for cues in people who might be interested. People who start asking you, do you have all the products? People might be saying that they're unhappy at their current jobs. People might say, hey, we're going through a tough financial time right now, or we just had to downsize our house or whatnot. Those are all cues for you to listen to and give you an opportunity to introduce Beautycounter to somebody else. I recently had this awesome girl that I love to death. I met through the gym, and she was going through a tough time, and I heard her say that, and I just said, hey, you might be interested in Beautycounter. And she's like, well, what's that? So it just started to trigger the conversation, and now we're talking about it. So um, what's the next thing I want to talk about? Sorry, I made a little list so I'd remember to talk to you guys about all these little things. Okay, another one. Lots of people, so some of you have been with other direct sales companies before, some of you have not. I think that for those of us who have been with other companies, sometimes making this jump into a new company makes us feel like we're going to be bugging our friends because we've already tried to sell them all this other stuff from other companies. And now here we are, we're trying to sell them on Beautycounter. But stop and think about how many people you know who have switched careers in their life, right? It's no different than corporate America. I know that my husband hasn't always been with the same company. He was in medical device for a while and he worked for multiple companies for that. Now he's an entrepreneur. He's started several companies that way. Everybody doesn't always stay at one company forever. And sometimes it takes a little while for us to try different things and figure out where we're really happy. If you have been with another direct sales company, don't let that inhibit you from reaching out to the same people. You're selling a different product. This company is like no other that I've ever experienced in that We are an education first company. And I think that that changes the dynamic of how you can approach people about this, because it's not coming from a salesy, pushy point of view. You are coming from a place where you're trying to educate people and give them something that's genuinely going to better their lives. They are not, you're not just trying to push a pretty necklace on them or push some great mascara. You are truly trying to educate them to make better choices for themselves and for their families. And that's huge. That's totally different. So even people who might think that they're not a salesperson, I know I'm not naturally a salesperson, but I love to educate people and I love to talk about things that I'm passionate about. And that's all that I'm doing with Beauty Counter. So think about it like that. And think about the people that don't ever judge who might be interested. That's what I'm trying to get at as well. Like, there are people out there who you might think have so much money and they don't need another job. But those people might be going bananas because they're, they've got all this money and now they're sitting around their house all day with their kids and they just need some way to stimulate their mind. Or they may want their own money because their husband's controlling all their money and they want some spending money on the side. I mean, you just never, ever know. And you could be offering somebody the out that they're looking for, whether it's financially, emotionally, whatever it may be. When you're approaching people, just be honest, be genuine, be casual. Don't, again, vomit information in their face. Just share your story. Share what made you love Beauty Counter. Keeping it simple, I can't express how important that is. So if I'm going to reach out to somebody through maybe Facebook message, I'm just going to say, hey, I see you've been, buying a lot of my products. I love that you love Beauty Counter now. Would you ever consider doing this? This might be a crazy thought, but have you ever considered doing Beauty Counter? Or if it's somebody who's never touched Beauty Counter products before, but I think that they'd be great, or I think that they might be interested in the business opportunity, I'm just going to text them a message and say, hey, I don't know if you've seen that I'm with this new company, Beauty Counter. I think this would be totally up your alley. Is it cool if I shoot you over my website to check out? Or can I shoot you a quick video on the company? I'd love to hear your feedback because I think this could be something you'd love. Period. Don't send any more information. Wait for the response. Just shut up and keep it simple. Let's see. Who are these people that you're going to reach out to? So the people I've been focusing on the most are people that are in the healthcare industry to begin with, or are in wellness of some sort. That might be healthcare, that might be that they're involved in fitness, that might be that they're involved in, they might be a chiropractor or an occupational therapist or a physical therapist. I mean, something like that. I'm also reaching out to my customers that are repeat customers. They're spending a lot of money with me already. Why not reach out to them and just see if they'd be interested in the business side of things. So, and your friends and family. I mean, how fun is it to work with people that you want to work with? So one of the biggest blessings about Beauty Counter for me has been reconnecting with my great friend Terry, who's also a director on our team. I mean, we were really, really good friends, best friends in nursing school back in college. We had a blast together. And we've stayed in touch on Facebook, but we never talked all the time and whatnot. And Terry just decided to go out on a whim and try joining Beauty Counter. And now we speak all the time, and it's been one of the best relationships to rekindle. So, think of those people that are in your life or were in your life at some point that you would love to have working with you. So I'm going to wrap this up because I've taken enough of your time, but I'm going to end with an incentive. So we really want to try to front load our month. We all know about the incentive trip that they just announced, and the earning period is June and July. So let's try and do as much as we can before the 15th of the month. That's still going to give us about 10 days or so. So here's the incentive. New charcoal face mask is coming out. Woohoo! Who's not excited about that? Can't wait. So if you sponsor one and sell $500, buy or sell $500 by June 15th, you will be entered to win one of the new charcoal face masks collections, or whatever it ends up being. I haven't seen exactly what it is yet, but you'll be entered to win that. This is so doable. So doable. Even if you don't sponsor, I want you guys to try. Okay, so that means reach out to at least 3 people this week. Okay, I will say 3 people a day, but if you can at least reach out to 3 people this week, post in the comments below when you've done that. Let's root each other on. Give us your feedback. Have you heard back? Tell us what you've said. Have you heard back from people? Let us coach you through and help you to get to that next step. Okay, guys, good luck. And we are all here to support you. So have fun with this and let me know if you have any questions. All right, have a great week.